you know what? I don't know much about James Blunt. I remember the song Beautiful and it did really well. But apart from that, I don't know him as a person. But I do know that today we'll be reacting to James Blunt Monsters. It's about his dad, apparently, who is dying, or at this time was dying. And he's basically gone into how he felt about his father. I don't know too much about it, to be quite honest. But what I am looking forward to is seeing the anguish and what he really sells to us today. Because we are Happy Man, Happy Home. Over there is Tom Cockle. My name is Craig Madden. And we are two accredited international coaches around the world. And we love to look at stuff like this and really break down what they're emotionally trying to say. And hopefully our message was we are going to be the voice of men's mental health on this channel. We thought, why not do stuff like this so we could be serial about it?
Yeah, completely different vibe that we're going for today, but hey, let's give it a show. Now, if you do at any point enjoy this video, then feel free to leave the thumbs up button and hit the subscription and ring the notification bell. Also, over here on this channel, we like to support the artists that we react to, did reviews for. So hashtag James Blunt down in the comments below, because whether we like it or not, we always give credit to the artists, because at the end of the day, they put a lot of work into it, they put a lot of time, and that is something that always has to be appreciated. So let's get on with the show. I'm intrigued about this one. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, apparently he's ex-military as well, and well, we were in the army as well, so apparently he's ex-military, so you should have a bit of sense of humor, but I doubt in this one if it's what it is about.
Oh, this looks like it's gonna be soul-wrenching already.
You can see his eyes are already quite like cracked a bit tearful.
Oh, before they turn off all the lights, I won't read you your wrongs or your rights. The time has gone.
Whoa.
I'll tell you good night, close the door.
Oh, he looks so sad.
Tell you I love you once more. The time has gone, so here it is. I'm not your son.
Oh.
You're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you're sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes?
Mate, this is hard, man. Like, Jesus Christ. I tell you what, I'm going to be open and honest. Before this video, me and Tom were having a bit of a giggle, a bit of a laugh. We're just naturally happy people. I was making some blunders when I was trying to actually say James Blunt and everything. It was going wrong, and we had a lot of bloopers, if you'd like, right? And I was just in a happy, emotional sort of like, yay. And I still am, because it's just me naturally, but it's his face, the anguish. And for me being a father, and I know Tom's a father too, that he will be feeling this as well, man. Like, his face is perfect for this. Like, I'm telling you now, like the way he's pulling those facial expressions where he generally looks like he is talking to us, who may be his dad. Maybe that's how it's meant to be portrayed. Like his dad's the camera, if you like, and he's talking to him. I don't know, but I feel like he is talking to his dad. He looks like you would imagine. Well, I've been there on the deathbed next to somebody, and it is like, you know, you're very broken, but you're trying to hold it together as a man. You don't want to break, because, you know, you want to be strong for the family around you, your wife or your kids. And he's done this perfectly. I know people that James Blunt is a bit of Marmite, and people are like, oh, I don't really like him, or I do like him. But I tell you what, he's speaking to a new age at the moment. I really respect his facial features. One thing he did, sorry, going into a bit too much here, is a bit of a scientific thing. He did something with his eyes. Now, I don't know if he's actually sincere in this or if he's actually acting. He did something with his eyes at the beginning where he shifted it left and right very quickly. If you look back around about the first 30 seconds, and that is what a man does when they can't find an answer to show emotions. It's an emotional intelligence lack of, where they shift their eyes because they don't know how to react in an emotional stance. So they shift their eyes because they're confused. And I just think it was fucking perfect, and I'm gonna swear because it fucking deserves it. Amazing so far.
Yeah, mate. I mean, so far, mate, it is like 100% like beautiful in a way. I mean, it's gut wrenching, and it's sort of like, this is just like a very beautiful piece of poetry. And it is right. Like, me and Craig, like, we are quite dark humoured. We do like try to find the absolute sort of funny things within every aspect of life, because it all depends how you sort of, that's just how our mind sort of reframe bad situations. But you like looking at him, like dead on the eye contact, you know, tears in his eyes. You feel that raw emotion. It does make you feel like you know, you want to go give him a hug, don't you? It's like, hey, come on, it's gonna be all right. Tom's here, sort of thing. And I respect that, mate. To put his raw emotion, to put his feelings out for the open, you know, because as men, you know, you do have to be sensitive. You do have to, like, when things are eaten away at you, you do have to sort of express those sort of dark thoughts to, you know, if you need that help. So to put it onto like a video for the audience to show is just a wonderful sort of demonstration of being that strong character, because he is still, through all that motion, getting this song out, getting those emotions out. He's delivering a piece of beautiful artwork for the audience. So yeah, very interesting, very beautiful start to this song. Yeah, emotional
See
stuff.
where it
mate.
goes.
Daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid. It's my time to chase the monsters away.
Oh, mate, don't say shit like that. Oh,
That's deep.
Oh,
yeah.
well, I'll read a story to you. Only difference is this one is true.
Oh, shit,
Time
man.
has gone. I folded your clothes on the chair.
For fuck's sake, James.
I hope you sleep well, don't be scared. Time has gone, so here it is. I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine.
Whoa.
And while you're sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So, Daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid. It's my time to chase the monsters away. Sleep
Oh!
a lifetime, yes, and breathe the last word.
Right, I've got to pause there, ladies and gentlemen, because I didn't see that coming. I was actually planning to pause, then both. I'm assuming that's either his dad
Yeah.
or his real dad. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're gonna need help in the comments. We don't go in with like a lot of prior research. We sort of love to learn from the fans, you know, that really sort of like are really passionate about it and they love to share the information. So a lot of the artists we've learned all our knowledge from other fans. That's just the way they work. I'm very intrigued. I do admit I wasn't expecting that camera shift because I mean, you couldn't really see anything but James Blunt's face, and I didn't know if he was going to be in a hospital bed. I mean, I'm going to ask you questions. If you don't know them, we'll ask you. But is his dad still alive, or is he just like is he on like
Don't know.
unwell
Don't
to
know.
the point of?
I think
where
at
he
this
ain't gonna
point he was alive, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just that bit, mate, where he said about this time I'll chase the monsters away.
Oh, I
It
know.
is that one hit the old chest, mate, because you know we've got sons ourselves, and it's like, like I mean, I'm not overly that close with my father anymore, but I'll still, you know, be upset when his time comes for the deathbed. But yeah, but I'm seeing it on the matches, like my son was saying this to me, like, oh, mate, beautiful, it's beautiful.
I tell you what, two things that's breaking me down in this one, right, is that I remember when people used to make fun of Beautiful quite a lot, and I wonder it's just the time, and actually now quite forward, if I've wondered if people would still make fun of it, because a lot of men have gone, yeah, actually I was struggling as well, to be honest, James. Do you know what I mean? Like, and we're definitely more open. But I think what got me, so a couple of, I think it was months, I want to say months ago, we were sat down, I was talking to my son, I usually we just talk about life and stuff, and I can't remember what it was, and he said, you know, like, oh, do you go to heaven then, Dad, or something? And I said, yeah, you know, hopefully. I've had my times in life. And then, but anyway, he broke down, he started crying, he's like, I don't want you to die. And I was like, oh, you know, it's amazing how much, and I love this. I love the video because it is so important to show that we always see like mums and sons and mums and daughters and how much kids love their mums and how much, you know, the kids, you know, want to be with mummy and all that stuff. But dads are so important, like so fucking important in a kid's life. And you can see the anguish on his face. And I love that he loves his dad and he shows the compassion. It means a lot to me. I'm sure it means a lot to Tom. And I'm sure it means a lot to the fans to, like, you know, and it doesn't matter if he was a boy or a girl and he's looking up at his dad and he's sad, or she would be sad because, you know, like, if you're like me and Tom, we've got a good relationship with our kids, and I know that they would be absolutely broken without me. Hence why I've completely changed my life. Not for just me, well, mainly not for me at all. It is for them, because they're the important ones. So thanks, James Blunt.
Yes, and breathe the last word. You can feel my hand on your arm. I will be the last one, so I'll leave a light on. Let there be no darkness in your heart. But I'm not your son. You're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive. No need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you're sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So, Daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid. It's my turn to chase the monsters away.
Wow, I tell you what, mate. I've got to check. I have to, out of nosiness. 68 million views, and that doesn't get. I'm glad that it has got that many views, because it's a big message, I think, to a lot of people out there. You don't have the longest of lives on this planet. We're only deemed to have, if you are lucky, 80 to 90 years, and that's lucky. And that probably sounds like, oh yeah, it's quite a lot still, but you do get to this point, and at this age with James Blunt, obviously he's losing his dad in real life, from what I've been told, and it's a very emotional side to him, because this is it. That's it. You say goodbye and it's gone, and you can only hope for like afterlife, or for something after where you can maybe link up again. But this is such an emotional thing. Now, I don't know if that's his real dad, but if it is, absolute kudos to both of them to have the bravery to do this next to each other. And I'm fucking 100% sure, I'm not even 99% sure, I'm 100% sure that his dad, if that is his real dad, or his dad in regardless, would be so proud of his son and for what he's achieved. I mean, we can all make fun of Beautiful, and we can make little spiteful comments on Twitter. I've seen them, but I've seen his comebacks and they're amazing. I loved how they weren't too touchy and all this sort of fake shit, father and son, man on man. There's all like, oh yeah, yes. And he looked at him, but he never looked him directly in the eyes too much. It was sort of a downward look. His dad sort of looked in the same direction, maybe caught eye contact now and again. Still, and I really believe that was a very, very good way of acting to show the true strength within men and what we can do and what we can achieve. And even though he was holding back a lot of his emotion, he still let it out in a way. And how we deal with it as men, we're not like we're not very emotional beings, but that's fine. But as long as we can let some emotion out in some way, that is good enough for men. And I really think James Blunt did that so very clever.
You are, mate, and you 100% right to be passionate. It was a very beautiful piece of poetry. That was an absolutely wonderful sort of dedication to his father. And if his father is unwell, he has got this song to sort of enjoy throughout like the rest of his remaining years. And like seeing that music video will probably fill his heart with absolute happiness. I think that's just a bloody beautiful gift that he could have given for his father, and it gives you stuff to reflect on. It gives you stuff to sort of maybe think like, oh, maybe I should be closer with my father, if it's like not that close, or maybe I should be closer with my children. Like maybe, it makes you sort of think about your own personal life. And that's the sort of beautiful thing about this style of music. But yeah, I 100% thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it's just an absolute bloody beautiful piece of music. But of course, if you thought we were two absolutely beautiful people, then please feel free to leave the thumbs up button, hit the subscription, and ring that notification bell as well for Happy Man, Happy Home. And thank you as well for giving us so much of your treasured time. It is always 100% and just an absolute pleasure to be here with us. So thank you as well. Thank you.
Yeah, and obviously hashtag James Blunt down below and recommendations and your thoughts on this song. But also to James Blunt, I very much doubt you'll see this video, but if you ever do, apologies about your dad. I hope the best. If he has passed, rest in peace and our respects to you. But thank you very much for sharing this with the world. The anguish and the pain that a man can go through, but showing it in such a good way. You did it in such a good way. So thank you so much. And I nearly forgot to say, if you are feeling like you need some help, like an emotional level as a man, and you just want to upgrade your life and stop living that typical stress frustrated life, and even though you love your wife and kids, you can click on our Facebook links and we can help you unlock your life, start earning money, start thinking going to the gym. No, you start earning money and you start going to the gym. Happy man, happy home is what we are, aren't we, Tom?
100% happy man, happy home. Thank you so much.